Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Last time, we got chased around by giant mechs. This time, we are going to run through, I guess, the back alleys of the city, and I guess it's moats? It's got a river channel. Anyway, once you're in here, start running, because there are dudes that are going to... Wow, you can outrun them. Okay, I'm going to fight you anyway, but yeah. There are guys there, and I guess you can outrun them, though I've never done so before.
I will show you what a real battle is like.
Let's just take a quick look here. These guys use Soldier B. There's also Type A, and they both have the same weaknesses: 200% to Aura, 150 to Fire and Slash. They have different break zones: BB for the A type, and CB rather for this type. So we're just going to stock with Momo since she can't do a C-type attack. Her circle attack will hit these guys for the B zone, and for a flying enemy or a really large enemy, it'll hit the A zone. So let's just take these guys out. Now if you look at the bottom right, their gauge built up, their boost gauge. So anyway, I'm going to go CB and then have you finish it off. Can I? Yeah. That is Ziggy's swimsuit. We waited all this time for a swimsuit that looks like scuba gear. Even got a snorkel. Well, all I can say is, at least it's not episode 2. Or rather, episode 3. There's a lot of really weird ones in episode 3, and some of them you probably don't want to see. And yeah, so they're weak to Fire and Slash, so Ziggy's attacks are fire-based. I don't think I've actually gone over that yet. Let's take a look at some of the attacks that we have access to. Go. Ether Pack S's. Sweet. With no shops in this game, you're definitely going to need some of those items for healing and such like that. So all of your attacks are Purus. No, they're all physical, nothing special about those. Basically, the way these are is, these are the ones you have access to at the start, this and all the way up. And then after you break an enemy, you have access to this one and this one. Sometimes they require certain abilities. All of hers are the same, they just do them in order. Again, these are all long and Purus, and they're ether type instead of physical type. His are all strike and fire. I think, yeah, except for the last one, he gets slash, which is really nice because more things are weak to slash than they are to strike. So we're going to avoid, well, not really avoid, but we're going to want to make use of that in many situations. Oddly enough, this is a C-zone attack, and the reason, if you look down at the condition, down only, so he will only use this when an enemy is in the down status. Otherwise, he'll just use this, which inflicts the down status. So it kind of works together, and his attacks are really kind of lamely named, but whatever. And we've already seen yours. His suffer from the same thing. This has the effect of down. This he can only use when the enemy's down, as can this one. Not that it really makes a whole lot of difference. You can only use this one when you're using a full barrage of 3 full stock gauges. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move forward. Whoa, weird glitchy. Now, I'll fight you. I was hoping some of those guys would have been Type A, but they're not. Once you go over here, you can go all the way over here and bypass this stuff, but there's another soldier down here. And if he's not Type A, we'll be cutting this out. Oh no, he's got a tank with him.
And react quickly.
We have some new enemies here. So Type A soldier, like I said, their break zone is BB, same weakness as the other ones. The revised E2 Hauser, this guy, let's go my notes, 150 from Beam and Thunder, and he's weak to ether type attacks. So Momo, hello. Let's guard with you for the moment. I'll probably say guard and stalk interchangeably because, you know, me. So let's see here. Can I get lucky and get a combo there? There we go. Take you down. Ziggy, I think we'll take you down. Actually, what is your break zone? Your break zone is CC. Yeah, let's just take this guy down. Actually, I don't think I'll do enough damage. Aw, really? I'm off by 4 HP. 4 HP. Oh well. He's dead now. And so we're going to go CC and a combo there just to lower your HP a little bit. I would switch and give her like Thunder Sword, but this battle is not going to last long enough to really be worried about it, so we'll stock one more time, and then we'll boost her, and just start off the combo, and she can finish it off. Yeah, Momo is pretty useful in this game. You will get to see a little more of that later on. Unfortunately, her voice in battle just, I don't know, it sounds like it's filtered some weird way and it's just not all that great. But the reason why we fell down is not just for the battle, but also, fast forward. No, up the ladder, thank you. Now, you can go back over there, but that's just going to force you to fall back down. But if we go over here, we can get that. And we have access to here, which is the same place we came off earlier. But I wanted to get the item. I guess you could have got it from this side, but also wanted to fight and show off the new enemy. And I believe we have cutscene now, don't we? Yes, we do.
Guinan, we're headed for 2089. Tell Helmer to send backup.
Hmm? What?
Hey,
Guinan? What, do you got a headache there, buddy?
Sorry. What's your heading?
2089.
Got it.
Why are we so quiet?
Strange. What was I just doing?
You spilt your tea, buddy. Mysteries are afoot.
Understood. I've already dispatched someone. I'll have him head to that point immediately.
Now, just so you're aware, we've had a lot of voice actor changes, and I've talked about this before.
On land anymore.
However, the fact that Guinan has the same voice actor, Crispin Freeman, and he also voiced a certain other insane character. Oh yes, we get to keep my favorite voice actor from the first game, and it is awesome. Anyway, up here we can blow this guy up for, I think this is for revive? Ether pack, okay. Either way, we're chased through here as well by more soldiers. Not that it's of huge importance. I'll fight you anyway. Well, I'll just cut that one out. There's nobody new, so let's just move on forward. Actually, there shouldn't be another new one until the first boss fight, which is probably coming up. Do note that you will want to be healing in between fights, because otherwise you will be in trouble. And let's see, am I set up for you? I am. Okay. I'm not sure when the boss is coming. I think he's pretty soon, though. We're being chased by more guys. And we hit him on the boost thingamajigger, whatever it was. The boost trap, that's what it is. Anyway, that battle was really easy. When you have a trap, not only do you get the effects of the trap, but you also get really lucky, and you usually get the first turn. And if you're faster than the enemy, that means you might get the second turn in a row as well, which allows you to pound away on enemies before too long. Now, just make sure we're still healed. We are. Let's read this first. No, it just says no entry. You can kind of see it. There's no dialogue box, though. This guy will chase us and scares the crap out of all the civilians who we were trying to avoid. I believe... No, you can't outrun him. Not that I would want to anyway. Believe this guy has nothing of value to steal. At least not according to my notes. I've erased the whatever he has to steal because I had no value in it. Now do note that because he was chasing you, and regardless of whether you faced him or not ahead of time, he is going to be facing your back. So I'm going to move Momo over here. And I believe because she was facing away from him to begin with, that will put her in facing him position. Also note that because this guy is a large mech, he does not have a break zone, so it doesn't really matter what attacks you use. I'm just going to use any old attack so it turns my characters around. This isn't like Final Fantasy VII where you can easily, you know, just do the runaway trick in order to do that. And since she evaded, I know, even though she's so far away and I can't really tell, I know she's facing him, because if not, then she would have, she wouldn't have been able to dodge. Now, we're going to start with some stalking here. Now, boss fights for the most part in this game are just going to be basically stock up to 3 stocks with everyone and then start attacking. So in later boss fights, when it becomes a really long, drawn-out process and the boss fights are like 15 minutes, I'll probably do most of that off-screen and then just start the boss fight when we actually start doing things. But we'll see. Anyway, so we'll stalk her one more time. And with you, we don't need to heal, so he is weak to Beam 175%, Thunder 200%, and Pierce 250%. On top of that, he is weak to Ether. I'm going to put Thunder Sword on Momo.
Ether drive.
The Ether event slot there doesn't really do anything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost... I'm not going to boost. I guess I'm not going to do it this round. Never mind. Let's see here. I don't think there's anything else I can really do. Yeah, let's analyze him real quick just to see what he has to steal since I erased it from my notes. I don't think it's anything of value. Yeah, nothing of value. You can get those pretty much wherever you want anyway. And there you go. And you missed again. I was kind of hoping to have my back-facing, or your back-facing Momo, but that's all right. I'm just going to go one more time. It's not like I can set him up for a break, but I would like to do a little bit of damage to you. Just to kind of show you. This is a back hit. I'm doing 300 with something he's 250% weak to. Let's guard one more time to get her onto the skill slot here. Now, she's going to be facing him. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Momo can one-shot this guy, even without being to his back. Momo is, without a doubt, the best character DPS-wise in this entire game. Yes, the little mage from last time with no HP and crap for damage is the best DPS in this game. It is ridiculous how good she can get and how much you can abuse certain enemies with her. She's not the best versus everyone, but nobody is in this game. You really need to use all your characters. There's some people here, they're just scared and, you know, running away and all that stuff, but no big deal there. But yeah, you're going to want to build Momo up. And she won't be the first one I build up, but I will build pretty much all my characters up equally in this game because they all have their uses, even though late game, Momo, Junior, and one other character really have a lot more uses. Now, I forgot to do something ahead of time for this fight. I really don't want Momo in here. I know I just talked about all the good she does. Certain fights she's not good for, just like pretty much every other character. So this is our first example of a pincer type attack.
You can't get away from my sensors.
Yeah, basically, first thing to note about these guys is you're pincered in, which means they can hit you from behind, which can hurt a lot. So let's check my notes here. These guys are weak 200% or 125% to fire and nothing else. Break zone for the P guys are BB, and for the B guys is BC. So, since it's BB here, I'm going to boost Ziggy. I want these guys dead ASAP because they do a lot of damage and it's really not worth it. So I don't care if I have to try and kill them this way because it really, they just have to go by now. Well, really not enough damage? I thought I could take them up. See what I mean? And we don't have a good way of... Okay, I gotta boost now. Okay, we need to make sure we keep people healed up, especially Momo, because she will die if I do not. Okay, let's just end you. And so, not too bad, but you don't really want to have Momo for this fight. Now, if you don't want Momo for this fight, let's just wait till I get to Momo's turn, since I do want you for this fight. You just go into your menu, hit the left button, and change. Yes, this is a very seldom seems to be recognized ability in this game, but they have the Final Fantasy X battle system where you can put characters in at any time. Now, you don't get, shared experience. The people who are not in your party at the end of the fight get, I think it's like 75% experience or something like that. They get a percentage less. Everyone in the fight is the only one who gets skill points, which is the real important part. So, unfortunately, that can kind of screw around with things. And even though KOS is better for these fights, I'm not going to put him in right now because it really doesn't matter at this stage. Wonder if you can kill that. No, you cannot. Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, very, very valuable ability if you go into a fight with the wrong setup. I'll just hit you like that. And BC and that. And I should be able to get the skill bonus. There we go.
All right, let's call it a day.
Sure, why not? And you get a decent amount of experience from these guys. I would actually recommend grinding a little bit here if you're into that. First things first, hold away from that net as fast as possible, because if that hits you, you're forced into another encounter. Blow up that, and we get an item. Revives. Nice. Yeah, stop destroying the city. Yeah, it looks like the kid's stuck across there. That's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, let's go and switch up the party a little bit. Momo's not great for that, so let's just throw in Chaos for a little bit here. And just in case I run into these, I'm going to try and avoid it. I will fight them a few times off screen because me, but upgrade types A, this guy is scared, and yeah. Sometimes you'll hit it kind of off to the side a little bit, but pretty much all of these are pincer attacks,
I will show you
and
what a real
they
battle
do
is
take
like.
some time, but because these guys are weak to aura, having Chaos in here is really, really valuable.
Eat this.
There we go. And, well, there we are. As you can see, he does quite a bit of damage. Ow, ow, and I forgot to heal you, and I think you're dead. Yeah, you're dead.
Good.
Now that's unfortunate because we don't have very much access to revives at this point, and I don't really want to waste the ones that I have. In fact, let's just annihilate you right now, which I think that should be enough to do it. Yes, it is. And we'll go BC here. And BC again. So there's only one enemy to deal with. And I can't bring him back in, so I'm gonna unfortunately have to waste one of the few revives that I have. But I'm gonna boost right away to make sure that he gets healed so he doesn't die, because that's rather unfortunate. And this was entirely my fault for not healing between fights because I wasn't paying attention, but yeah. You don't want to be stuck in that situation where you have to waste your revives early on. Like I said, you cannot buy them yet. This type of fight is also, because you're surrounded, you don't really want to waste time trying to get your skill slot or your event slot on the skill bonus slot, because it's just not worth it. You'll end up dying. Anyway, so let's heal now. As you can see, even though I've used some of Momo's MP throughout the time that I've had her in the party, she is now fine, or at least she was fine. Anyway, so let's run over here to this side, blow up this one. I think that one's empty. It is. Now, it's a really effective way to grind because there's a save point over here. We can also blow this up. And of course, you get a full heal at each of these. So what I'm going to do in between episodes is I'm going to fight a few of those battles. There is one new enemy that you can encounter in there, which we'll probably see later. It's a Rotus TI Mark II. We'll probably see that later on. If not, you know, it's weak to Beam and Thunder and Ether without a break zone because it's a big mech. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.